to this explainer. Today, we're going to decode a really profound philosophical truth about exactly how the human avatar creates reality. If you've ever found yourself wondering about the connection between what you put out into the world and the actual state of your own mind, well, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to explore this deep, kind of electrifying alchemical concept that completely redefines how we think about creativity, intention, and consciousness itself. So let's get right into it. All right, let's jump straight into our central thesis, which is so beautifully captured by Eternity Leonard. Portrayal is the portal of the mind. Now listen, this isn't just a poetic metaphor. It's establishing a functional, working mechanic of reality. It basically means that how you choose to present, express, and project your inner world directly dictates what is allowed to enter and alter your consciousness. Think about what a massive paradigm shift that is. We usually assume our mind dictates our actions, right? Like, once we feel peaceful inside, then we'll act peacefully outside. But this is suggesting the exact opposite. Your physical actions actually build the mind. Your outer theater isn't just reflecting your internal state, it's the very gateway shaping it. Section 1, the core philosophy, unpacking the transmission. To fully unpack this wisdom, we really need to look at the two sacred halves of this transmission. Let's start with the first half. We define portrayal not as some random passive accident, but as an active physical expression in the 3D world. Think about your personal brand, the space you live in, the clothes you throw on in the morning. That's not an accident. That is active expression. To portray something means you're actively giving it a shape, a scent, a color, or a voice. It's the handcrafted creations you bring to life. Your portrayal is highly deliberate. It's a tangible action you take in the physical realm. And then we have the second half, the portal. We define this as the gateway. It's the actual doorway allowing entry and alteration to your consciousness, leading straight to higher dimensions of the mind. So when you fuse these two concepts together, you start to see that physical acts of expression are literally the keys unlocking different states of mental awareness. The physical world isn't just a bunch of stuff we interact with, it's the tool we use to hack the mental world. You want to change your mind? You don't just sit there and think harder, you forge a physical key through your actions and you turn it in the lock. Section 2, portrayal, the intention, not an accident. It's fascinating how this philosophy grounds itself into our daily tangible actions. Portrayal is your personal brand and your energy, and it's actively expressed every single time you do things like mix a custom fragrance line, set up a sacred altar in your bedroom, write a piece of text, or even just do your morning self-talk. Every single one of these actions is you portraying a specific aesthetic and energy. You're making choices. Even the way you organize your desk or the exact tone of voice you use to greet a friend. It's all active portrayal. You are painting your environment with your intention moment by moment. So the process we're looking at here takes dense, unformed energy from the invisible realm of spirit, filters it straight through your intention, and then dresses it up in a physical wardrobe. Let's slow that down. Imagine you have this invisible feeling, right? A desire for peace. That's step 1, the unformed spirit. Then you use your intention, step 2, to decide, hey, I'm gonna go buy some fresh flowers. Finally, you arrange those flowers in a vase in your room, creating step 3, a physical 3D creation. You're literally pulling the invisible right into the physical world. It's an active, deliberate sequence, and you are the bridge making it happen. Section 3, the inside-out loop. The mind follows the expression. Okay, here is the absolutely crucial point. Understanding the mechanics of how your outer theater dictates your inner temple. But first, we've got to call out the matrix trick. Think about it. How many times have we been told we need to find the right guru, book the perfect retreat, or wait for the ideal external circumstance to finally feel at peace? Society tricks us into believing that portals are objects outside of ourselves, like there's a physical door out there we have to find, or some gatekeeper we have to beg for permission to pass. It's this false, limiting belief that clarity and altered states are external to us, locked away out of reach. But Eternity Leonard's quote flips that script entirely and establishes absolute personal sovereignty. It shows us that your own creative choices actually crack open the doorway to the mind. You don't need an external gatekeeper. You don't need to ask anyone for permission. Why? Because your own portrayal, your own physical expression, is the key that opens the door to higher dimensions. You hold the power. By changing what you project outward, you are literally kicking down the door to your own higher consciousness. And this contrast brilliantly illustrates exactly what's at stake. Check out the left side. Portraying yourself as a victim of past circumstances or getting caught in external static literally traps you in a chaotic high beta brainwave loop. To unpack that jargon, high beta is that stressed, anxious, pure survival mode where your brain is just drowning in cortisol. Not fun. But look at the right side, sovereign expression, like consciously decorating your space in gold or speaking with calm authority, opens a gilded portal directly to alpha, theta, and gamma brainwaves. Those are the pure frequencies of deep relaxation, flow state, and peak genius. The physical expression you choose literally dictates the brainwaves you experience. Section 4. The alchemical application. Forging the gateway. Now, what's really amazing is how creators, healers, and artisans apply this manifesto in the real world. The ultimate application here is that you absolutely do not wait to feel perfectly peaceful before you start creating. That's totally backwards. Instead, you use your physical creations, your portrayal, to force your mind into alignment. If you're feeling chaotic, you don't wait for the chaos to magically pass. You go organize your desk, you light a candle, you start writing, you build the outer theater to calm the inner temple. The action creates the feeling, not the other way around. So when you establish physical creations, like what's called a scented soundtrack, where you use specific aromas to set a mood, or construct weeping wonders with indoor botanicals and water features, you aren't just decorating a room, you are portraying magic and ancient science. These creations act as a massive magnetic portal in the physical world. You're actively constructing an environment that tells your brain on a chemical level exactly how it's supposed to feel. The effect of doing this is incredibly powerful. The very moment someone, whether it's a customer, a viewer, or just you walking into your own room, interacts with that creation, their brainwaves are instantly pulled right out of the mundane matrix. They get entrained into your specific frequency of pure repose. In other words, your physical art literally forces the nervous system to calm down and tune into your wavelength. You built a physical gateway, and simply by being near it, the mind has no choice but to walk through it. Section 5. Authoring your gateway. You are the creator. Let's bring this all together to see why this matters so much for your daily life. If there's one ultimate takeaway to sear into your memory, it's this. The mind cannot go where the expression has not prepared a path. I'm going to say that one more time because it's that important. The mind cannot go where the expression has not prepared a path. If you want a mind filled with golden light and boundless intelligence, you have to actively portray a physical reality that reflects it. You literally have to lay down the physical stones for your own mind to walk upon. So, since you are the unquestionable author of the gateway, what door are you going to build for your mind to walk through today? What words are you going to speak to yourself in the mirror? What kind of spaces will you curate in your home? And what energy will you actively project into the 3D world? Remember, every single action is a brushstroke on the canvas of your own consciousness. I'm going to leave you with this final, powerful thought to carry with you. Your outer theater dictates your inner temple, and your expression is your power. You aren't just reacting to the world. You are building the portal through which you experience it. Take a look around you right now. Look at your portrayal. What kind of world are you going to express into existence next?